Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. I'm excited. It's another beautiful day. I hope you're having a beautiful day in your world. Um, so I've come to some conclusions over the last couple days, especially working with the energy of the full moon. Oh my goodness. I wrote my list. I had my fire ceremony, and I held you all as I let go of what I was working with, knowing that there's more than likely a lot of those areas that would mirror back to you. So I held space for us all, and I really had this feeling that you should have all been with me. So, moving forward, really going to take a look at how I can create that opportunity to be there either in person with me or virtually with us. I'm doing it anyways. I'm doing it for myself, and I still do the work. So I would love to do it together. And with that, I believe with that synergy of bringing us together in moments like that, it manifests itself more easily, more vibrantly, more. My name's Deborah O'Neill, and I'm the CEO and founder of blissbee.me, Integrative Holistic Health. I'm here to share because I care. And I care about working with the universal energies. I care about leaning into those strengths. And I care about increasing your curiosity to find the strength within that resource as well. And it is a resource. It's a cosmic resource. Not only is it internal and external, it's cosmic. Wow. Like, where else do we have that? Where else do we have that? So leaning into that, my list turned out to be about 33 things long. And, I took that time. I actually shared it with my daughter. I asked her if she wanted to participate with me in it, and she didn't. And so I said, are you open to me sharing what kind of things I'm letting go of? Just so that she became comfortable with, oh, wow, she's letting go of that. Oh, she's letting go of that. Oh, she's letting go of that. I let go of pain. I let go of pain that I'm experiencing in some of my relationships. I let go of sadness that I've never taken my kids on a vacation. I've let go of the sadness that, originally 2 years ago we were planning a vacation to Africa, and it did not come to fruition. I let go of not being enough. I let go of perfection. I let go of loneliness. Like things that one would think, wow, but anything that I think is taking a piece of my energy and it's not for my highest and greatest good, I'm letting go of. Anything. No matter if we think it's ridiculous. So it's not too late. You can always write that stuff out and offer it up, surrender it. I no longer. Those are all the parts of me that are you, that are creating that chaos in here. I am complete with creating chaos, and I am committed to creating love. Changing the mantra, changing your foundation for living. Changing my foundation for living and repeating it every day, more than once a day. And yesterday when I leaned over and I spoke these words out loud in a whisper that was only for the flames, I spoke them from the deepest point of my heart. And the whole point is to let it go. And surrender it, and so it is at the end, and so it is. And trust that it is. Because if we have doubt, then we're harboring it. We're still grasping. We're still keeping a space open for it in our bodies and breathing in with such gratitude, that beautiful unconditional love for myself, taking back, reclaiming that energy. However you want to do it, do it. Yeah. So August it will be our first opening of the fire ceremony. And I'm looking forward to sending out the invitation. Another thing that I was whirling in this over this time with letting go was bringing this series to closure. And feeling into and asking, when is the right time? When is the right time? And I think I've found it. It's not today, but will be on episode 111, because I love 11s. I am an 11. And why is that significant? Mercury is in retrograde until July 12th, which is our 111th episode. And what Mercury does is that's a time of communication, that's a time of making decisions and purchases, and usually you don't. So it's a time for introspection. And the reason why you're not meant to take large project endeavors during Mercury retrograde is because we're likely to change our mind. I could be likely to change my mind, but this is what we're going with for now, because it works. I think it really works. So Mercury goes direct. So that means it comes out of being retrograde. So it starts moving forward again. So then we can release our projects. We can step into our projects and know that there's likely might still be some changes, which in my world is okay. I like that organicness of life. I'm not, as much as I like structure, I like to know that I can be organic and flow with the structure. And then on July 13th, it's a Monday. So I'm going to start on Mondays, doing our weeklies on Mondays. And then that's during the direct period. So I have some wobble time in that shadow period of Mercury going direct, and we all have some shadow, that wobble time. And so I'll keep reiterating that. And I had guilt. I had so much guilt with that. I was really curious. So of course I went to my trusted advisor, Anadea Judith, and I looked up what she talked about working through guilt. So I thought I'd find it timely to share with you, because as a child to our parents, and sometimes as a parent to our parents, and parents to our child, and even taking a look at the situation that we're working through in this beautiful revolution of time, of oneness and equality. There's some guilt where we might have seen that we didn't show up in a way that we really could have in the powers that be, and how we can affect and that change and be a part of the good of that change. So when we work through guilt, it's about examining the forces that influenced our actions at a given time. So, it's about stepping out of this dynamic of what we've been working through, this dynamic of energy. And I got to really remember sort of the places that we've gone where we've started working with that first portion of the biofield and that first energy center, chakra 1, Muladhara, our safety and our security. And we worked all the way up that. And I was scared as heck that first day. I was, my goodness, but my fear was overtaken by manifestation of bringing something into this physical form. I had this epiphany, this wow. So many times we're working through this dynamic. It's like it doesn't stop. It's always a part of our life where we're in physical reality. We're nervous. We have a fear. We have a dream. We don't know how to manifest it. And we have emotion. We shut ourselves down. We step back from it. Sometimes we don't even do it at all. We stuff it away. We come to that will center where I am good enough. I do want to do this. No, you're not good enough. The ego wins. Those past loops win. We get up to here and we have grief. We have sadness. Why am I not doing this? I am better than this. I can do this, right? We get to this voice. And it's like when I was assaulted in one of the parks here 30 years ago, 25 years ago, I couldn't scream. Why couldn't I scream? I wasn't used to being able to scream. It wasn't anything that I could do. I couldn't scream. And even when we're frustrated with ourselves, not living our dream, sometimes we can't scream. Sometimes we can't talk about our dreams. We can't share it with people and allow people to step in with us, to live it and support us in our dreams. And then we get into these illusions and delusions, right? I'm sure that somewhere in this lineup of energy, you can relate to what I'm saying. Or if not, living it now. So when I thought back to that episode 1, it was like everything was showing up to tell me I wasn't good enough, I wasn't ready, blah, blah, blah. I did it. That's where I came down that side that we're going to work on in the monthly membership. We're going to come down that side where we bring in that manifestation, where we say, yes, I am. Yes, I am. That is not an illusion. I am that. I've been practicing that mantra for a decade, or if not more, so hum. I am that. Yes, I am. And finding my voice, having a snotty nose cry that first episode. I don't know if you want to go back and watch it, but I can go back and watch it, and I can look back and I can watch it with love. Instead of the distress when I stopped, I was like, what just happened? And now that was live. And allowing that snotty nose cries to release it and surrender to what is and what has been. So when we looking at that guilt that I had, this, when I was reviewing when do we bring the series to fruition, this beautiful part of this manifestation. So the series encompasses this dynamic energy and the growth and the learning throughout this dynamic energy. And so I can see what was causing that guilt, but then I can see the process that evolved. So I can release and surrender that and know that it was a dynamic series of events that allow us all to grow together. And then I get to start again at the bottom of the project, starting. So what allowed me to bring this into physical manifestation, and now to go into the membership and with the same sort of, humbleness, that same humbleness of, okay, this is something new, and running through those dynamics of energies in a different way. Because coming from that top down, where we all now will be coming from that top down and working in that manifestation. So I think back to when I was a child. And where did this show up? And how did this come to be? And acknowledging like past forces that we can truly change in our present behavior, and working through those dynamics. And taking responsibility and accountability for it in its proper context now, in this day, in this present moment, because that's what we're always working with. We bring ourselves back to this present moment. It's okay to sort of do our little mind wander from a place of witness. Witness is what allowed me to see myself in all these little moments. And then come to that aha moment, that epiphany where that I could change that illusion of what I could have said. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Oh, look at that episode. Oh, look at that one. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Look at that one. Oh, look at that blunder. But to look at the beauty of what we've gone through and the magnificence of taking it into a weekly opportunity where we can meet and still get grounded, and press that reset button. Press it.
That was easy.
Yeah, it was easy. Reset. No guilt, no fault, no blame, no right, no wrong. Just a reset. and pick ourselves back up and keep on going, because each rung, each time we step up into what our dreams are, we're going to get that same little sensation that's going to want us to contract and go into that fetal position, that newborn dream, and allow us to stand up, allow us to roll our shoulders back, allow us to breathe, allow us to find our will centers, allow us to calm our egoic mind, our subconscious mind, and get to work. It's not even work, get to bliss. Living your dream is bliss. And every part of the way is, even if it's a stumble. Even if it's a stumble. So basically, putting the guilty behavior, my behavior that I was experiencing in that moment in time, of feeling that guilt, into context. And looking at the past of where I might have experienced that guilt. And what that was. I felt so guilty for being so upset when my mom became sick. I was mad at her, internally mad at her. Angry, outraged actually. How dare you get sick? How dare you? How dare you not be a part of my life at this point in time with 2 young babies? How dare you not be the grandma I know you could be? She taught us all more than she could have ever probably taught us. Yeah. And that's how I got past that guilt. I forgave myself. And what's the need? Yeah, what's the need more directly right here, right now? My need for me is to stay connected. I love this. So let's get connected with Mother Earth as we prepare to do our grounding and centering and aligning. And feeling our feet on the floor and engaging those 4 points in our feet, that foundation, spreading our yoga toes and allowing our earth to meet our feet and feel that connection. You might even feel the heartbeat of the earth now with that connection. Allow yourself to feel the heartbeat of the earth. She breathes with us. Another thing with guilt is just coming to my mind is that, look how that was modeled as a child. How are arguments handled? Mine was, you're the oldest, you should know better. That's what I always got, was you're the oldest, you should know better. Yes, Mummy dearest. I guess maybe I should have known better, but I didn't. I'm still a child. And it was just a phrase. It wasn't a phrase. It wasn't anything that I think was meant with daggers or to harm me as an adult. It was just a phrase. A phrase that was commonly used. And breathe up that earth energy into your legs and into your knees and your thighs. And into your hips. And into the lower abdomen. Engaging that deep diaphragmatic breath. And into the heart area. And releasing some of that grief. I should have done better. I should have known better. I was older. Release that grief, that sadness, any of that tension, anything that you might be able to relate to. And the work that we've just talked about here and now. Release it, surrender it. Allow it to come down the arms, out your fingertips, and into Mother Earth. Release anything that does not serve you now. Feel that energy as it comes out of your fingertips. And see if you can feel that. Direct it directly into Mother Earth. growing up in Winnipeg, in the beaches of Winnipeg. I remember sticking my hands in the earth, in the sand, and feeling the warmth of the sand. And I think it was one of my favorite things to do. I think it was me actually intuitively releasing something into the earth, or feeling the earth. Feel the earth, allow it to take, surrender it up to the earth, and turn it off and say thank you in gratitude as we come back up and bring that earth energy up into the neck and the head. And if it feels right for you, bring it out Sahasrara and allow it to cascade like a waterfall on the outside of your body. And if that doesn't feel right for you, just stay where you are, bathing internally with that earth energy. You are the boss. And bringing that into an alignment now, taking that hara line, that line that you've created, going down to the central core of the earth, up through the perineum, up through the spine, and allow that now. Allow the body to find its still point, and rest there. Rest there. Allow your shoulders to drop. Move your head a little bit. Find that alignment that is yours for your body, you and your body. And know the truth as you take this alignment up through the solar system, through the galaxies, into the cosmos. To God, Creator, Source, Higher Self, Super Consciousness, angels, archangels, ascended masters, guides, spirits, whatever it is that works for you in this moment in time, that resource. And open that super highway of energy and accept and receive this golden white light energy. It's a healing energy. It works with this organism to heal it for its survival. If we take ourselves out of it and simply look as an organism, all is here to assist all. And breathe that energy in as it touches every space and every cell, and allow that to emit and shine and illuminate and heal the inner portion of our body as we draw it in through the shoulders, the arms, and the hands, and bring the hands in to touch your heart area as we breathe into the heart on both sides. Breathing into the heart. It is scientifically proven, and through many of the research papers of heart math, the ability to increase and expand this energy center to ourselves and yet to others, and to others in the globe, into the globe itself. And I would say even to the universe and the cosmos, to allow that portion of our globe to heal and expand, and into the lower abdomen, the hips, the thighs, the knees, the calves, and breathing down into your feet, into your toes, and feeling these two energies that are always with us, offering us the support and structure and safety and security, and the knowingness and truth of the unseen. A great place to ask questions and sit and listen. Listen to the stillness, listen to the quiet, listen to that intuition, that voice. A place to write, to journal. A place to simply be. You don't have to do anything. Just a delicious place to sit and be. And as we go into our outro, our mantra meditation, that is just being. In meditation, there is no doing. Simply being. Being in the grace of stillness, in the grace of you, in the grace of the quiet and the stillness of you, your beingness. All that beauty, all that love, all that compassion, all that desire, all that greatness. You, me, we, and Mother Earth. Feel the coolness of the breath in the nostrils as we really tap into our breath awareness. And where in your body is it breathing? Where in your body do you feel the tension? Where can you breathe to at this moment in time? See if any part of your body has their hand up, saying, pick me, breathe to me. And in gratitude for the communication, breathe to that area. Commune with that area. Feel the warmth on the exhalation of your breath. And bring in the mantra so hum, inhaling on so and exhaling on hum. Or counting on the inhalation from the lower abdomen up, 1, 2, 3, the side ribs and back, 4, exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow, smooth breath. No jerks, no noise, no judgment. Allowing all those thoughts to just go by on the train or in a bubble. Thank you so much for sitting with me. If you liked, found value, think somebody else might find value, please like the video as it helps the algorithms. And if you feel that somebody would personally enjoy this, please feel free to share it. The replays will always be available forever and for always. They'll also be archived and available on the blissb.me YouTube channel. And that's where we're going to take the new weekly platform will be on YouTube. It's to allow people to tune in through YouTube as opposed to Facebook and explore that platform and its accessibility. And then there too will have the access to the 100 videos, so that will be all there on the same channel. I'll give you more details as I get them. but the lives will come from the YouTube channel on the weekly basis. What does the Mother offering have to us today? Generosity. Generosity gives and gives itself without bargaining. Generosity gives and gives itself without bargaining. A generous heart always forgets the past offenses and is ready to reestablish harmony. Let us all forget all that is dark and ugly in the past in order to make us ready to receive the luminous future. A generous heart always forgets the past offenses and is ready to reestablish harmony. Let us all forget all that is dark and ugly in the past in order to make us ready to receive the luminous future. Sometimes I think it's important to know the dark and ugly in order to not have it repeat itself, but that's my own thought on that. But not to stay stuck in story, because if we stay stuck in story, then we're giving it cellular space. Then we're giving it our energy in a way that may not suit me or you in this present moment of time. And we want to work in the present, as this is a moment where bliss exists. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Make it a great day.